Episode 3 of Things at Work. Jackie shows us how to use a Jenga activity to play numerous games, review games, and collect data. Here we go. We are rolling.
Okay, this is just a Jenga game. So we have kind of two different versions, of course, the big one, and then one of our coworkers gave us the mini one. So there's kind of, this is the get to know you Jenga, so we just put, we Googled questions for getting to know people. So at the beginning of the school year, I did this they have fun questions like, not really even getting to know you, but just questions about, if you could be a superhero, who would you be? So it just kind of gets them to think a little deeper. So, I don't know, does anybody have groups of kids that they work on together? Okay, so I have one of my schools, and at the end of the day, they have intervention time. So I run and pick all the kids up, and we meet in one spot. So just out of the blue one day, I thought, I'm gonna play Jenga, and I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna say a word, which is hard, right? Because we wanna kind of get in there and make all the kids talk together. So I just had one of my older students be the leader. And I sat over on the side, and I said, okay, here's a Jenga game. You guys have to figure it out, how you're gonna play it, how you're gonna do it. And it was so amazing, because we've been teaching a lot of communication skills, and I think, are they really learning anything? And I just sat back, and I took like an index card, and I wrote each of their names, and everything that they said, such as, oh, can I help you, or, oh, you want me to say that again, or if they raised their hand, and I kept quiet, and they could only talk to each other. And they kept looking at me to give them, help them, and I said, and it was so cool to see that they pulled out some strategies that we've been working on for years, that they actually, without my help, because I think sometimes we jump in too quickly, that we need to step back and just see what they can come up with. And then I just wrote on a piece of paper all the things that I noticed that they did. And then at the end, I just congratulated them, and I said, these are all the things that I noticed you did about communication. And then I sent a note home to the parents and said, this is something we did, and these are some of the strategies that they did. And, during dinner, if you can kind of talk about the things, because I want them to talk at dinner and learn strategies, asking somebody a question, having them repeat it back to you, or I didn't understand that, just all the things that we teach. So using this Jenga game, it was really helpful. And then we decided, so we have the questions on here, but then we thought we could expand it. So we made little ones, which we just put numbers, and then we created 36 questions that help us with all of our, what is a decibel, what is a hertz? Yeah, just knowledge stuff of our hearing. And then they can play a game, but we didn't have to write all the questions. So you can change it by just having a sheet of paper with questions, and then they just pull it out, and so you can use it in kind of really whatever you want. So those are just a couple fun ideas.
And Dollar Tree had the little ones for $1.
And these are 10.
Oh, excellent.
The big ones are 10 at Walmart or anywhere you go.
Perfect. And Goodwills are a good place to find those as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome. If you have any ideas that you like, that are reminding you of something that you do that's a little bit different, contact me. Let's do this. My email is thingsthatwork@gmail.com. Let's make this happen.